When you start to incorporate some new things into your swing, sometimes results can be instant and your hitting immediately gets better, and there's a lot of hitters that experience that, and hopefully that's the case for you. But there's also the hitters who experience a downturn in their hitting as they're trying to experiment. They're trying to implement and put new things into their swing. They're thinking too much, they're uncomfortable, they're doing things that aren't instinctive, aren't reaction, and so a lot of times hitting will get worse, okay? So what I've done here is I've drawn this line to represent where a 300 hitter lives. This is the mindset, and this is the mechanics and the technique of a 300 hitter. This line represents that. But many times as they start to implement these new things, they'll start to drop down. They'll be uncomfortable, unsure of themselves, and thinking too much. And so the batting average begins to drop down, the hits decrease, life's not as good as it was before. And so right here, the reaction from most hitters is to go right back to their old style and to their old technique. And when that's the case, then 300 is who they're going to be. But what we'd like to offer is to say that if you stick with these things and you go through that tough period and you start to get comfortable with the new mechanics of the things we're talking about, hopefully you'll level out a little bit, and soon you'll start feeling a little bit more comfortable. And when more of these absolutes take hold and you're doing the things that all the greatest hitters in the world are doing, hopefully you have a higher ceiling. And these numbers are just hypothetical, but the concept is that you have to sometimes be willing to experience what we refer to as the J curve. And so for hitters who are struggling with new stuff and failing, and you get right here, please don't run for cover and go right back to your old swing. Stay with some of these new techniques, be willing to take risks, stay with some of that failure until it starts to get more comfortable,